This past year is my first season taking gravel racing seriously. Let's go through some of my mistakes and some things that I wish I knew when I was first starting out. Your preparation for the race starts before you get to the start line. You want to look at the elevation profile just to see if there's any surprises. As a heavier rider, looking at this elevation profile showed me that if I could hang for the first 3 big climbs, I would be good for the rest of the race. I could play to my strength of being a heavier rider because I knew I didn't need to climb again. Next, the tire pressure debate. I use a calculator online, Silca to be specific, but I've seen riders, interview the race directors about course conditions, trying to get every single advantage they can. And a quick reminder, if you are coming over from road, which I think a lot of gravel cyclists are, lower tire pressures. Very small and specific piece of advice right here, but bring clippers, or more specifically zip tie cutters. You put your race number on your bike, you need to be able to cut off the extra zip tie. I have had to ask so many of my competitors for cutters just to be able to get my zip tie off, and it's so embarrassing. Please don't do this. More other small basic tips. We've had some food before the race, a little light breakfast, and we have our Garmin pulled up with the race map on our device ready to go, so we're not making any wrong turns. So we're now all smiles, feeling good, and another great piece of advice, use the bathroom before the race starts. Trust me. I get to the start line like 10 minutes before the race. This is 3 minutes before the race. I'm camped out in the front second-ish row. I'm ready to go. If this does happen to be your first gravel race or one of your first times in a group, definitely hang out closer to the back and don't do any work. You should just be there to experience the race and take it all in and learn lessons. If it is your first race, ride it. Do not race it. Just chill. I raced my first race and I crashed out, so it's not worth it when you don't have the skills yet. So we learned from my other gravel race tips video that you can't win a gravel race in the first 10 minutes, but you sure can lose it. The race that we're using for this video, I paced myself much more correctly and did not bury myself as hard in the beginning, so I was able to actually hang with the front group the whole race and be competitive for the win. Next piece of advice, have some kind of sprint in your arsenal. I don't care if you're sprinting for the win or you're sprinting for 30th place. Everyone sprints, and just have some kind of sprint. Yep, that was me missing out on overall podium. The point I'm trying to make here is be very careful with who you take to the line because anything can happen. At this point in the season, I realized that I was only going to get better by doing more races, so I was just signing up for everything I possibly could. And that is exactly what I'm going to tell you. The truth is that I can sit up here and tell you my lessons, but the best way to gain experience is to just sign up and do the race. More general advice in gravel, try to ride with a relaxed style but still a firm grip, because you're going to be going over potholes and other obstructions in the road where you need to be able to absorb it but still keep your grip. This always gets a little dicey in races when people in the front group maybe don't call something out and a pothole maybe is avoided by the first couple of riders, but then people in the back with their arms locked out hit a pothole and you can hear them yell in pain or whatever. It's happened a few times. But you gotta ride with a relaxed style and be able to absorb all the contact you're gonna take. But really, because of how unpredictable gravel can be, I don't really like to follow people as closely or draft off them as much as I would if I was on pavement or road. I truly believe that if you use the tips in this video, you can outperform a lot of the field and definitely exceed your own expectations for how well you can do in a race. Obviously, training in your engine makes up a majority of how you will perform in a gravel race, but there are other factors like setup, like tire pressure, that will definitely play a factor in shaving seconds off your time. Anyway, if you found any of these tips helpful or maybe relatable, please subscribe and like the video. It would mean a lot to me. And see you guys in the next one.